Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciated, so thank you in advance. Now, I'm really excited to talk about this game because I didn't think this would actually be on the list. Not because I didn't want it to be, but it was very tough trying to get footage of this game. And by footage, I mean a way for me to play it and record it at the same time. So, I present to you Alpha Protocol. Give you a little background on Alpha Protocol. This was developed by Sega through Obsidian, and I'm a big Obsidian fan. This is actually the game that kind of made me a fan of this company, right? And this game, you play Michael Thornton, and it really resonated with me because it felt like a action spy version of like Mass Effect. The things that were really good about Mass Effect, but maybe on a much smaller scale. And they do the thing that I really love to set up the game by basically you're starting at some point already in the story, and then you go back to the beginning, and that's how they kind of go from there. There's different ways you can play this game. You can focus more on the gadget side of things. You can focus more on the combat side of things. You can focus more on the, it's charisma or, dialogue driven. You can do more with, certain types of weapons, and it's not the most in-depth game or anything like that, but I always felt like this was such an underrated game. Me and one of my good friends, Jonathan, we ran through this game around the same time. We were at GameStop and we both checked it out, and we were both playing and going through and being like, why is nobody talking about this game? This game is really good. And there's certain things about this game that as I kind of looked into it more, I was a little upset about. This game, it was one of those games where it had a budget, and then some of the budget got taken and restructured somewhere else, so we didn't get certain aspects of the game that I really liked. There's a romance side of it, which, it doesn't necessarily change anything, but it adds another layer, and you have like all of these relationships with people, and based on how you interact with them, it can, change decisions that you make throughout the game. You can get bonuses from people. There's just a lot of things that you get from it. And again, this is like a secret agent Mass Effect. And, it's not the greatest gameplay as far as like the shooting and things like that. One of the things is you start the game off, your shooting is terrible because you have to level up, each gun individually. So a lot of times where you're lining up the shot and you're not getting a hit confirmed is because, you don't have as good of aim as you would like to have. But it rewards you by playing it and trying to do as much as you can. Every area that you go to has multiple objectives, all of these extra things that you can do per mission that have no real bearing on, on the story in some cases, but it gives you extra money. You can get extra experience points. So when you level up, you can get more points to develop your character even more. The dialogue in some cases is like really cheesy, but in some cases is actually really interesting. Some people in the game, even as part of your same organization, they ain't really rocking with you like that, and you can do your best to try to sway them to your side, or you can antagonize them and rub it in their face type of thing. And I always thought that was a really cool dynamic, again, similar to Mass Effect with the Renegade and Paragon thing, but also a little more layered because there was actually 3 different types of dialogue options you can pick. And that changes based on your level of expertise. The game also has like a new game plus, so if you start as a recruit, which is like the harder kind of choose your own, you make your own class type of thing, but when you beat it, you can go back as a veteran and you can kind of be like that dude. So I thought that was really good. Different types of weapons, attachments for the weapons, attachments for your armor. Like, again, there's a lot of customization that goes on into this game that we haven't really seen anybody kind of take this type of setting and turn it into one of those, adventure style games like this. And I really wish we would get another one. Unfortunately, even though the game was pretty well received, it didn't really move units like that. And you know how this goes. You don't move units, you don't really get, sequels and whatnot. But maybe one day, Obsidian gets a chance to bring this thing back. They got that Microsoft money coming in now. So maybe, But I would like to hear from you if you know about this game. What are your thoughts on this game? Did you enjoy this game? If you didn't enjoy this game, why were you even watching this video? But I'd still like to hear from you. So by all means, let me know. I'll try to take it into consideration, be objective as much as I can. But I still want to hear from all of you about this particular game because I really like this game, and hopefully you do too. Either way, I appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.